You're looking to increase your rep weight. You want to get that same range that you were getting with 225 that you were getting with 215. Stay tuned, check out this one technique that you might be able to slide right into your routine and help you reach that next level. First way to utilize drop sets are using them as an entire set. So if you have an exercise that you want to use, let's say, triceps on the cable machine or lat pull down, maybe even bench press. Today we're going to use the chest press as an example. You take 3 weights. Start with the heaviest going down to the lightest. You pick a rep range and then you use each individual weight during that set. So I'm going to use 100s, 95s, and 90s. So I'm going to set a rep count for the 100s. I'm going to set a rep count for the 95s. I'm going to set a rep count for the 90s. So each set I have a goal to hit, but all 3 of these sets combined equal 1. So once I hit the 100s, I immediately drop the 100s, pick up the 95s, and then I hit my set, and then I immediately hit the 90s. If you aren't using a weight that you can get a full range of motion with using good tempo, then you're really not utilizing the drop set properly. You need to make sure that the weights that you're using are a rep weight that you typically use. So, I can normally hit the 100s 10, 12 good times throughout 4 or 5 sets. I'm not gonna go up to the 120s and start up there and try and hit 8 and then go to 115s because I know what my rep range is. I know what's a good weight to use to rep out. So I want to start in one of those higher weights, but I want to start at like a max or like, my 1 rep PR or something like that. I want to use something to help me create a lot of volume. Whenever you do a drop set like this as a set, you're going to create a lot of volume. I mean, if I get, 8 reps each time with these dumbbells, then, that's 24 reps just in that one set. So you're doing a lot of reps, high volume. Make sure you're using the right weight when you're using a drop set for a set. You got to challenge yourself when you're doing stuff like drop sets as a set. So, I could have easily used 90s, 85s, or 80s, or even 100s, 90s, or 80s. But I really want to challenge myself and just see what I could get. So if I'm using the drop set as a set, I know that I might only get 3 sets, good sets, because I'm getting 3 sets within this set. So I want to use a weight that's really going to challenge me and make me push myself to get to the next level. I want to use a weight that I know I could get, 15 easy reps with. I want to use a weight that's going to challenge me in the beginning, drop down to a weight that's going to give me a little bit more of a challenge, and then stay at a weight that's still a little bit lighter, but still going to challenge me. Second way to use a drop set is using it to finish your normal set. So if I got a tricep push down over here and we're just going, 4 or 5 sets of tricep push down, that's what's in the program for today. And, the first set, I'm using 50 pounds, and then I get 10 reps. And then as time goes on, I stay with that 50 pounds, but then I start getting 6 reps, 5 reps. What I could do after a set, I can immediately just drop the weight down and get the rep count that I want to. So if I got 50 and I only get 5 reps, just drop the weight down to 30 and get out your other 5. But within that, you're making sure that the tempo that you're using is almost perfect because you're dropping the weight, so it's gonna feel lighter, but you wanna make sure that you're still getting a good amount of tension on the muscle. So you don't wanna rush through that lighter set. You wanna make sure that the weight that you're dropping into is a good way for you to keep that tension on there. Even get a good 3 count going back up to the starting position, a good 3 count going back down to the bottom position, and a slight pause at the bottom will help you maximize any exercise when you're trying to utilize the drop set. Third and final way to use a drop set to help you grow. Let's say, it's the end of our back day and we want to hit some arms. So we're using the hammer curl and the basic curl as a superset to finish off the day. So if I want to get 10 reps of each exercise and I pick the 25s to do the basic curl. And then when it comes to the hammers, I use, some 30s and I get like 6 reps, 7 reps. I could just drop those 30s and then pick up either the 25s or the 20s, and I could just get those last 3 or 4 reps. So that's gonna help me finish the superset because you are using the same muscle group back to back, you might get a little bit more fatigued from the first exercise. That second exercise is gonna hit a lot harder than if you were just doing it individually. So you could just drop that weight and make sure you finish the set. I always encourage people to finish the set. Even if you're dropping the weight, it's perfectly fine. You're still putting more tension on a muscle group than you would if you were just dropping the weight and ending the set completely. That is it on 3 ways to use drop sets to help you grow. If you're still watching and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Also hit that notification button so you can be up to date on any further videos that I put out in the future.